Hello students. Today in this session we'll go for what is the domain and range of the six trigonometric functions. So what are the six trigonometric functions? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, secant theta and cot theta. Now we'll see what is the domain and range of each trigonometric function one by one. And what is theta? Theta, with respect to the initial ray and terminal ray, the theta may be rotated in the anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. If it rotates in the anti-clockwise direction, it gives the positive angle, and if it rotates in the clockwise direction, it gives the negative angle, as we have seen in the earlier classes. So now we'll see the domain and range with respect to the graphs of each trigonometric function. The first trigonometric function will go for sin x. Now we'll go for sin x. Instead of theta, just we replace with x. So sin x is a trigonometric function. The x may be rotated with anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction, and it will be repeating continuously. It never ends. So let us graph the trigonometric function with taking some random values, that is for one turn in the anti-clockwise direction and one turn in the clockwise direction. The values from, that is minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi, minus pi by 2, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, and its values sin x are 0 and 1 and minus 1. So what is the domain? Domain is the set of all inputs and range is the set of all outputs, as we have learned in the functions. Now we will plot these values in the graph by taking the x-axis as the inputs and sin x, or the outputs are on the y-axis. Outputs means sin x values. Now if we consider x is equal to minus 2 pi, the sign of minus 2 pi will be 0. Minus 3 pi by 2, if x is minus 3 pi by 2, sign of minus 3 pi by 2 is plus 1. Minus pi, sign of minus pi is 0. Minus pi by 2, sign of minus pi by 2 is minus 1. 0, sin 0 is 0. Pi by 2, sin pi by 2 is 1. Sin pi is 0. Sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Sin 2 pi is 0. Now if we plot the values, let's see how the shape will be. Sin 0, 0. Sin pi by 2, it's 1. Sin pi is 0. Sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Sin 2 pi is 0 again. Now coming to the negative values, negative angles means if it rotates in the clockwise direction, what happens? Sin of minus pi by 2, sin of minus pi by 2 is minus 1. Sin of minus pi, 0. Sin of minus 3 pi by 2 is plus 1. And sin of minus 2 pi is 0. Now if we draw the, if we touch means if we have to plot the graph by with the free hand by touching all the points of these values. So what happens? Let's see. So this will be the graph of sin x, and the inputs will be acceptable for all real numbers, as there is no ending point, as well as in both the directions. If it, as it rotates in the anti-clockwise direction continuously, there is never ends. Similarly, it rotates in the clockwise also, it never ends. So So it accepts all the angles. Coming to the outputs, the sin x outputs will lies between -1 to +1 only. Means it oscillates between -1 to +1. Now means it can't cross above 1 or below -1. And we will see some observations. So this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. Now we will see what is the variation of sin x, where it is varying. So by observation, 0 to pi by 2 means normally it is in our first quadrant. As x increases from 0 to pi by 2 means 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 up to 90, what is happening to sin x? It increases from 0 to +1. So means this is 1, this is +1. So let's see. As x increases from 0 to pi by 2, then sin x increases from 0 to +1. That is in first quadrant. Next, pi by 2 to pi means normally the angles will lie in the second quadrant. Again, what is happening? As we move from pi by 2 to pi, then sin x graph will be decreasing from 1 to 0. It will be slowly decreasing. As x increases from pi by 2 to pi, then sin x decreases from where to where? From +1 to 0. Again, if x moves from pi to 3 pi by 2 means it's third quadrant, then it is again decreasing from 0 to -1. As x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, then sin x decreases from 0 to -1. If you observe this clearly, it will be slowly decreasing. Again, when x moves from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, as x increases from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, again it starts increasing and it reaches to 0. As x increases from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, then sin x increases from -1 to 0. So these are the variations of the sin x graph. Next, what is the domain? Domain of sin x is what it accepts for all angles, means it will be for all real numbers. So it is R, or we can say -infinity to +infinity. Next, what are the outputs? That is range of sin x. What is the range? The sin x lies between -1 to +1 only, means it oscillates between -1 and +1. Means in sin x the maximum is sin 1 and minimum is -1. So range is closed interval -1, 1, and maximum value of sin x is +1 and minimum value of sin x is -1. So these are the observations of sin x. Next, we'll go for what is the domain range of second trigonometric function cos x. Now we'll take some values, random values of cos x, and x may be rotated in the anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction. It will be keeping on rotating. We'll take one turn in anti-clockwise direction values and one set of values in the clockwise direction also. So by taking the random values, as x is measured on the x-axis, means the set of all inputs on the x-axis, and cos x, the set of all outputs, will be on the y-axis. Now we'll see the cos x by taking some random values. Cos of minus 2 pi is 1, cos of minus 3 pi by 2 is 0, cos of minus pi is minus 1, cos of minus pi by 2 is 0, cos 0 is 1, cos pi by 2 is 0, cos pi is minus 1, so cos of 3 pi by 2 is 0, cos 2 pi is 1. Now we will plot cos 0, so it is 1. It is 1. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Next, cos pi minus 1. Cos 3 pi by 2 0. Cos 2 pi is plus 1 again. Coming to the negative values, cos of minus pi by 2 is 0. Cos minus pi is minus 1. Cos of minus 3 pi by 2 is 0. And cos of minus 2 pi is 1. Now, if we draw all the graphs by touching all the points, the set of all outputs by using the free hand, now we'll see the shape of the cos x. So this is the shape of the cos x, and where x-axis is the inputs, means it is defined for all inputs, and the outputs of cos x will lie between minus 1 to plus 1 only. Means the domain of cos x is all angles, or we can say all real numbers, and the outputs means the range of the cos x will lie between minus 1 to plus 1. And what is the variation of cos x in between, in first quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth? So if we move from 0 to pi by 2, the cos x will be decreasing from plus 1 to 0. Similarly, as we have seen in sin x, we will go for the observations of the cos x also. As x moves from, otherwise, as x increases from 0 to pi by 2, then cos x, what is happening to cos x? As x moves from 0 to pi by 2, means 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, then what is happening? It is slowly decreasing from 1 to 0, and it reaches to 0. Then cos x decreases from plus 1 to 0. That is in the first quadrant. Similarly, again, when it pi by 2 to pi, when x increases from 90 to 180 degrees, what is happening? It is slowly again decreasing from 0 to, and it reaches to minus 1. As x increases from pi by 2 to pi, then cos x decreases from 0 to minus 1. Again, as x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, means when x moves from 180 to 270, it's from minus 1 to 0, it will be increases. Then cos x values increases from minus 1 to 0. The last step, as again x increases from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Then cos x increases, means the values will be increasing from 0 to plus 1. Increases from 0 to plus 1. Next, the domain of sin x, cos x. The domain of cos x is what? The domain of cos x means it is accepting for all values. Means we can have real number, or we can have minus infinity comma infinity. Next, the set of outputs means that is range. The range of cos x is what? The values is lying between minus 1 to plus 1. Is closed interval minus 1 comma 1. And in this case, the maximum value is plus 1 and minimum value is also minus 1. The maximum value of cos x is plus 1. The minimum value of cos x is minus 1. So these are the variations of cos x. And what is the domain and range of cos x we have seen, and what is the maximum and minimum of cos x. Next, we'll go for one more trigonometric function, that is tan x. Now we'll go for the next one, tan x. X is measured, means x is nothing but it is a set of all inputs which will be treated on the x-axis, and tan x, the outputs will be on the y-axis. But now we'll see what is the domain and range of tan x. But whereas tan x can be written as sin x by cos x. Means it is like a function by another function. It is in the form of f by g. In order to define a rational function, the denominator should not be 0. The denominator should not be 0. What happens if it is 0? If it is 0, then it is not defined. Means here cos x value should not be 0. Means cos x is not equal, it should not be 0. Now we will see where this cos x is 0. Now we will see cos x is equal to 0. Means for what values of x this cos x is 0. Implies if x is equal to pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. If it rotates in the anti-clockwise direction, the values of cos pi by 2, cos 3 pi by 2, cos 5 pi by 2, cos 7 pi by 2 will be 0. Similarly, if it rotates in the clockwise direction, means minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2 and minus 7 pi by 2, so on. Also the values will be zeros. Means if x is pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, tan x will not be defined. Now if you observe, it is 1 times of pi by 2, 3 times of pi by 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, minus 1, minus 3, minus 5, minus 7 are odd multiples of pi by 2. So in general, tan x is a function. It is defined everywhere except odd multiples of pi by 2. Means it is not defined at 5 by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, so on in the anti-clockwise direction. If it rotates in the clockwise direction, minus 5 by 2 is not defined at minus 5 by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2, minus 7 pi by 2. Now if you go for the graph, you will see the shape of the tan x. So as we have discussed, tan x is sin x by cos x. In order to define as tan x, it is written in the form of sin x by cos x. Cos x denominator should not be 0. So but when for what values of x the denominator is getting 0 means when x is a odd multiple of pi by 2. Where what is n? N belongs to z. Z means it is an integers. Now if we take some random values, one turn set of values in the anti-clockwise direction and set of values from the clockwise direction. Tan of minus 2 pi is 0, tan of minus 3 pi by 2. As minus 3 pi by 2 is a multiple of pi by 2, it is not defined. Tan of minus pi is 0, tan of minus pi by 2 is not defined, tan 0 is 0, tan pi by 2 is not defined, tan pi is 0, tan 3 pi by 2 is not defined, tan pi is 0. Now, tan 0 is 0, as tan pi by 4 is 1, so it reaches to, when it reaches to 90, so it will be tan pi is also 0, tan 2 pi is 0, tan of minus 2 pi is also 0, tan of minus 2 pi is also 0. So what is happening when tan 0 is 0? If we move slowly and reaches to pi by 2, pi by 2 is not defined, but before that 89 degrees, 89.999 degrees also it is defined. And let's see the shape of the graph. So this is the, by as x moves from 0 to pi by 2, the tan x value slowly increases and it never ends. Similarly, when pi by 2 to pi also, it slowly increases and it reaches to pi and again it will be 0. And when we move from pi to 3 pi by 2, again it will be increases. But it never touches the value, whereas tan 270 or 90 it is not defined, but it will be going on increasing. Now this is the shape of the tan x, and we'll see the variations of tan x, what is the domain of tan x and range of tan x, and we'll check whether it has a maximum and minimum. Now first one, as x moves means or increases from 0 to pi by 2. What is happening? From 0 to pi by 2, it is slowly increasing. Means it is going on, increasing the values. Then tan x increases from 0 to plus infinity. There is never no end. Next, as x increases from pi by 2 to pi, then what is happening? From pi by 2 to pi, it is starting from the negative direction and is increasing to 0. Then tan x increases from minus infinity to 0. Next, again when x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, again it is increasing. Means whatever the values in between 0 to pi by 2, the same outputs will be existing from pi to 3 pi by 2. As x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, then tan x increases from 0 to plus infinity. Similarly, the last one, again from 3 pi by 2 to pi, it is slowly again increasing from, it is coming from down, means it is negative y axis. So minus infinity to 0. As x increases from 3 pi by 2, means if we convert into degrees, it is 270 degrees to 2 pi, then tan x increases from minus infinity to 0. If you observe all these variations, so tan x is always an increasing function. So tan x is an increasing function. It is always increasing function. Next, domain of tan x. What is domain? It is defined for all values of x except odd multiples of pi by 2. If you can check, at odd multiples of pi by 2 there are dotted lines. Dotted lines indicates that value is not defined. Means there is no output for that value. Or except 2n plus 1 times of pi by 2 where n belongs to z. Are all real numbers except odd multiples of pi by 2. Next, range. The range of tan x is what? It is reaching to plus infinity, and the values we can have up to minus infinity. Means it oscillates between minus infinity comma plus infinity. Means we can say real number, and there is no maximum value and there is no minimum value for tan x. Next, we will see the reciprocals of these three trigonometric functions. First, we will go for reciprocal of the tan x, that is cot x. Now we will see the domain and range of the trigonometric function cot x, where cot x is the reciprocal of tan x, or we can write cot x as cos x by sin x. Again, it is in the form of f by g. So in order to define this cot x, the denominator should not be 0. Means sin x should not be 0. But we will check for what values of x the sin x is getting 0. Means sin x is equal to 0. For what values of x the sin x will be 0. Or for what values of, for what angles the sin theta is 0. So sin x is equal to 0 for all 0. For x is equal to 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, so on, if it rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. If it rotates in the clockwise direction also, it will be minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, and so minus 4 pi. Means it's 0, 1, 2, 3 are what? Integers, and it is a multiples of pi. Means cot x is equal to cos x by sin x. It is defined for all real numbers except for what? It is defined except for all n pi, where n belongs to z. Means n is an integer. It is a multiples of pi. Now we will see the shape of the cot x by taking some values. And cot x is defined for all values except at pi 0 degrees, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. Now we will see the shape. So let us take some random values. That is, if x is minus 2 pi, cot x is not defined. Minus 3 pi, it is 0. Cot of minus pi is not defined. Cot of minus pi, it is 0. Cot 0 is not defined. So these are the this is the y-axis but dotted line, because if x is 0, cot 0 is not defined. And these are the similar dotted lines are at pi, 2 pi, minus 2 pi, means which are multiples of pi. Now, so this is the shape of the graph. When x moves from 0 to pi by 2, it is decreasing from the upside down direction. Means upward direction means it is starting from plus infinity and slowly decreasing to pi by 2. When it reaches to pi by 2, it will be decreasing to 0. Now, so what we observe, what is the variation of cot x means, as x increases from 0 to pi by 2, then cot x decreases from plus infinity to 0. That is the first observation. Again, when x moves from 90 to 180, again it is decreasing and it is going downwards direction, means it is a negative y-axis. so minus infinity. As x increases from pi by 2 to pi, then cot x decreases from 0 to minus infinity. Again, as x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, then cot x decreases from, so what is from where to where? From x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, it is decreasing from positive y-axis to 0. So positive y-axis means there is no end point. So we can read as plus infinity to 0. Next, as x increases from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, then cot x decreases from 0 to minus infinity. Means if you observe, the cot x is always an decreasing function. Cot x is always an decreasing function. And what is the domain and range of the cot x? Domain of cot x is what? It is defined for all values of x except multiples of pi. So 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, so on. It is R except n pi, where n belongs to z. And range, the set of all outputs, the range of cot x is minus infinity, comma infinity, or we can say all real numbers. And there is no maximum value and no minimum value for cot x. So these are the observations for cot x. Next, we'll go for another trigonometric function. Now we'll see for trigonometric function secant x. Secant x is nothing but 1 by cos x. Again, the denominator should not be 0. For what values of cos x is 0? Means it is a odd multiples of pi by 2. Because for tan x and secant x, it is not defined for odd multiples of pi by 2, because in the denominator it is cos x. For tan x also it is sin x by cos x, and for secant x also 1 by cos x. Means in the both of functions, denominator is same, that is cos x. So in order to define secant x, the cos x should not be 0. So for what values of x the cos x is 0? Means for odd multiples of pi by 2. That is, secant of minus 3 by 2 is not defined, secant of minus pi by 2 is not defined, secant of pi by 2 is not defined, secant of 3 by 2 is not defined. So the dotted lines indicates where the values are not defined. So secant is not defined. And this is the shape of the secant x graph. When x moves from 0 to pi by 2, secant x increases from plus 1 to, it is going on to plus infinity. Again, from minus pi by 2 to pi, then it starts from the negative direction, slowly increases and it reaches to minus 1. Now we'll see the domain and range also and observations. As x increases from 0 to pi by 2, then secant x increases from 0 to pi by 2. It starts from plus 1 and it is going upward direction. Increases from plus 1 to plus infinity. Next, as x increases from pi by 2 to pi, then secant x again increases from direct negative direction to -1, increases from -infinity to -1. Next, again when x moves from pi to 3 pi by 2, again it starts decreasing from -1 to -infinity. As x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, then secant x decreases from -1 to -infinity. Last, as x increases from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, then secant x, what is happening from 3 pi to 2 pi? It is decreasing from plus infinity to and it reaches to +1. Decreases from plus infinity to +1. Next, domain of secant x means it is R except odd multiples of pi by 2, 2n plus 1 times of pi by 2, where n belongs to z. Next, the range of secant x means the values we can have above 1 or below -1, means it is -infinity to -1 closed, where -1 is also included, union, or we can have the outputs from +1 to infinity, that is 1 is included, half closed, 1 comma infinity. So this is the range of the secant x. Next we'll go for the cosecant x. Next trigonometric function, cosecant x. Cosecant x can be written as 1 by sin x. Again, it is similar to cot x. That is, cot x is cos x by sin x. Means in both the functions, the denominator is same, that is sin x. In order to define cosecant x, the denominator should not be 0. But for what values of x it is 0 means it is a multiples of pi it is 0. Means cosecant of 0 is not defined, cosecant of pi is not defined, cosecant of 2 pi is not defined, cosecant of minus pi is not defined, cosecant of -2 pi is not defined. Now, so these are the dotted lines where these x are not defined, where the cosecant x is not defined. Now, and x-axis as the inputs, and the cosecant x is on the y-axis, and this is the shape. Now, when x moves from 0 to pi by 2, the cosecant x decreases from upward direction to and reaches to +1. That is, as x increases from 0 to pi by 2, then cosecant x decreases from plus infinity to +1. Next, from pi by 2 to pi, again it starts increasing from +1 to it moves on towards the upward direction, upward positive y-axis, means there is no limit, there is no end point for that. So as x increases from pi by 2 to pi, then cosecant x increases from +1 to plus infinity. Next, from pi by 2 to pi we have seen, and pi to 3 pi by 2, as x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, it starts from the negative direction and increases up to -1. That is, as x increases from pi to 3 pi by 2, then cosecant x increases from -infinity to -1. Similarly, for 3 pi by 2 pi, it starts again decreasing. So when it starts from -1 and slowly decreases, and there is no end point for that. So as x increases from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, then cosecant x decreases from minus infinity to minus infinity. And what is the domain of this cosecant x? As we have seen, it is defined for all values of x except multiples of pi. That is, domain of cosecant x is R, means all real numbers except multiples of pi where n belongs to z. And the range of cosecant x means we can have the values above 1 or below minus 1. That is half right open, that is minus infinity comma minus 1, union half to left close 1 comma infinity. So these are the domains and ranges of 6 trigonometric functions including their graphs. Now we will have the tabular column for all the 6 trigonometric functions, what is the domain and range. Now we will see in simplified tabular column for domain and range for 6 trigonometric functions. For sine, the domain is R and range is closed interval minus 1 comma 1. For cos, the domain is all real numbers and range is closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Next, for tan theta, it is defined for all real numbers except odd multiples of pi by 2 and the outputs will be all real numbers. For cot, it is defined for all real numbers except multiples of pi where n belongs to z and the output is R, means the set of all outputs. Coming to the secant theta, it is defined for all real numbers except odd multiples of pi by 2 where n belongs to z and the outputs will be either in between minus infinity to minus 1 or 1 to infinity, means it is left close minus infinity comma minus 1, union it is right close minus infinity comma minus 1, union left closed 1 comma infinity. And for cosecant, it is defined for all real numbers except multiples of pi where n belongs to z and the outputs will be same as secant theta, that is minus infinity comma minus 1, union 1 comma infinity. So these are the domains and ranges. In the next session we will go for periodic function and its period. Thank you.